Hi everyone and welcome to Warren's Team Talk. And yeah, I'm sorry I'm a bit late. Had some issues with a delivery driver not knowing where he was going and coming to the wrong address, but still, never mind. Such is life. Anyway, so thanks very much for coming and joining me this afternoon or evening or morning or whatever time of day it is, wherever you are. And today it's the Match Day Live, as it always is on a Saturday afternoon. And we're going to go through all the excitement as it unfolds in the Premier League this afternoon. And there's some big games today. And there's already been one massive game today. And I'm absolutely buzzing about that. But before we do that, let's get into the comments because a few people put comments in already. Dan says, hello, Warren. I hope you're well. Down in Newport for the Stockport game today. Well, good luck with that one, mate. Nice to see you. Thanks very much for tuning in. I hope you're having a great day down there in Newport. And I hope you have a great win and bring back the 3 points for the county. And we got the upper tier. Niles here. Big up. We're on great results. Start believing, pal. Mate, that result is absolutely blind. I can't believe it. I can't. Even Ivan Toney, well, he must be trying his hardest to get in at Arsenal. That's all I can say. What an unbelievable result that is. So thanks very much, Noel. And hopefully Liverpool will get a victory today. I'm sure you will. I'm quite confident that you're going to get back on track. All this talk about Liverpool's demise is, for me, it's way too premature. Craig AFC 87 says, "Big Warren, big up. I've just pulled a muscle in my back celebrating Ivan Toney goal at the Etihad." Oh my God, Craig, mate, I hope you're okay. You just need to relax and take it easy, buddy. Yeah, but yeah, that's a great result for us. It really is. It's just hope we don't mess it up. I don't think we will, but let's just hope we don't. And Joanne says, hello, Warren. Hi, Joanne. I hope you're good. And Joanne says, cheers, Brentford. Merry Christmas, Gooners. Yeah, exactly. It's our Christmas present from Brentford. There you go. What an unbelievable result. So let's get into the show anyway. So let's see what we got here. So, so this week, the YouTube channel of the week is Carl Walsh Gunner. Carl Walsh has got a brilliant channel. He's absolutely mad, passionate Arsenal fan. And he's another big Irishman, proud Irishman, and absolutely mad Arsenal fan. So he uploads fairly regularly. He said he's going to be doing a video very shortly. He's been very busy with his studies and everything else and work and whatnot. So he hasn't had much chance to upload anything. But he's told me that he will be uploading something very soon. So I'm really looking forward to that because the fella is an absolute top man. He's also got an Instagram account, so you can contact him there. And go and check out his channel because it's absolutely brilliant. I've put links for his YouTube channel and also for his Instagram account in the description of this video. So go and check those out. You won't be disappointed, I can tell you. So let's have a look at the league table. Well, the league table before today's dramatic events. Arsenal was sat 2 points clear of Manchester City. Today's result, that means we've now got a game in hand on them. Should we win tonight, that will put us 5 points clear at the top of the table. Happy days. Come on, you Gunners. And Brentford, where are they? They are on 16 points. So they will they'll move up. I think they'll be level on points with they'll be level pegging with Crystal Palace. So yeah, I think it all depends who's got the most goals. Who has got the most goals? Yeah, so there'll be. Let's have a look at this properly. Crystal Palace. I think Palace will still be above them just on the virtue that they scored more goals. But I don't know. But anyway, so that was the league table as of yesterday, or Thursday, I should say. And today's 3:00 kickoffs. We got Bournemouth against Everton, Liverpool against Southampton, Forest against Crystal Palace, Spurs against Leeds, and West Ham against Leicester. Now, for these games, I'm going for a 1-1 draw between Bournemouth and Everton. Liverpool against Southampton, I'm going for Liverpool to win that by 2-0. Notts Forest and Crystal Palace, I think Palace will win that by 1-0. Tottenham against Leeds, I think Tottenham will win 1-0 or 2-1. And West Ham against Leicester, I think Leicester will win that by 3-1. So that's my predictions for today's games. No doubt I'll not give one of them right, but still, there we go. And here we go, people. The big game of the day. I'm just going to put this on full screen so you can see it, and I'm going to take that off for a second. So there you go. Manchester City against Brentford today, up at the Etihad. Manchester City lost by 2-1. Phil Foden equalised, and the first minute of added on time at the end of the first half. And Ivan Toney gave Brentford the lead, and then scored one late on, dead into the last knockings of the game in the 8th minute of added on time at the end of the match to make it 2-1. And there were assists from Manchester City from a chap by the name of Alangi, and De Silva got one as well. So there you go. The match stats: Manchester City had 75% possession against Brentford's 25. Manchester City had 29 shots at May. That's unreal. And Brentford had 10. The shots on target, Manchester City only had 6, and Brentford had 8. Now, having had near on 30 shots on target, 20% conversion to on 30 shots, near enough they had, and only 6 of them went on target. I'm sorry, but that's not good enough. And if they've got aspirations of winning league titles and Champions League, they need to better. They need to be way more clinical than that. That's for sure. Man City got 10 corners. Brentford got 2, and the foul count was 9-7 to Manchester City. So there you are. So go. Let's put me back on the screen and get the advert for Carl up and running again. So let's have a look at the lineups and the formations. So be warned, there's a really off-key kit coming up in a minute. It is off the bloody scale as far as I'm concerned. Bournemouth today, their team is Travers, Stevens, Cook, Lerma, Solanke, Smith, who's captain, Tavernier, Moore, Sensini, Billing, and Zamora. And Everton, they're going with Pickford in goal, who's their captain. Patterson, Tarkovsky, Cody, Mikalenko, Garner, Onana, Iwobi, McNeil, Gray, and Malpai. And then their formations today: Bournemouth are going for a 4-4-2, and Everton are going with a 4-3-3. Then we come to Liverpool and Southampton. So, Niall, if you're watching, mate, Liverpool, they're going with this lineup. They're going with Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson, Fabinho, Thiago, Elliott, Salah, Nunes and Firmino. And then Southampton, they're going with Bazuna, Saleta Carr, Bella Kotchap, Salisu, Perud, Lavia, Ward-Prowse, who's captain, S. Armstrong, El Yunusi, Adams, and A. Armstrong. And yeah, I don't know who Liverpool's captain is going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be Van Dijk, but I don't know. Their formations, Liverpool are going for a 4-3-1-2 and Southampton are going for a 4-2-3-1. Notts Forest today, they're going with Henderson, Worrell, who's their captain, Gibbs White, Lingard, Johnson, Kyoto, Yates, Freuler, Aurier, Bowley and Lodi. And Palace are going with Gaiata, Klein, Cuellar, Anderson, Mitchell, Schlupp, Doucouré, Eze, Olise, Zaha and Ayew. And their lineups are Forest are going with a 4-3-3 and Palace are going for a 4-3-3 as well. Tottenham against Leeds. Tottenham's lineup today is Laureus in goal. He's captain. Royale, Dyer, Lenglet, Davis, Perisic, Bentancur, Højbjerg, Kulusevski, Richarlison and Kane. And Leeds are going with Meslier, Christensen, Struijk, Koch, Cooper, Rocker, Adams, Aronson, Somerville, Gonodto and Rodrigo. And their formations are Tottenham are going with a 3-4-3 and Leeds are going with a 4-2-3-1. West Ham against Leicester. Now, West Ham, they're going with Fabianski, Kehrer, Dawson, Zuma, Cresswell, Rice, who's captain, Susha, Bowen, Paqueta, Benrahma and Samaka. And Brentford are going with Ward, Castagnet, Amate, Fayes, Thomas, Tielemans, his captain, Samore, Dewsbury Hall, Madison, Barnes, and Daka. And their formations are West Ham are going with a 4-2-3-1 and Leicester are going with a 4-1-4-1. Now, let me see if I can find that bloody weird kit. There it is. The Southampton kit. Look at that kit. How off key is that? That is mad. That really is bloody mad. And I thought Arsenal's third kit was bad, but that is shocking. Look at it. What's all that stuff on the front? It's a madness. Is that supposed to be waves or what is it? I'm sorry, but I just think that's crazy. But there you go. So let's get back into this chat because there's a lot of chats building up. And Joanne says, my cats jumped when I shouted for Tony. Laugh out loud. Well, fair play to them, bless them. Lovely cats. Nice one. I hope you're looking after them, Joe. I'm sure you are. Craig AFC 87. It's either a pulled muscle or a trapped nerve. I've done my back. It's killing me. Why don't you go up to minor injuries, mate, if you've got one of those near you, and just get them to give you some painkillers or something like that, and just go and have a lay down on a bed or something. Not that you should take any notice of what I say, but I do think you should go and get it checked out. Taib says, hi, Warren. Hi, Taib. Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, and Craig, please be careful, man. I hope you're feeling better soon. The Upper Tier says, great show last night on Chippy Brady. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Noel, because I did. I got near the end, I was getting quite emotional, to be honest. But, I mean, that guy just means the world to me. He's absolute genius. And I could go on and on for ages about him, but I think it's better I stop. Craig says someone in the chat on another YouTube channel, Nketiah would score more Premier League goals than Ivan Toney. Jesus, God. What is wrong with these people? Honestly, why do they put themselves out in platforms like this and talk so much absolute rubbish and make idiots of themselves, make themselves a laughing stock? It's just unbelievable. I'm sorry. Eddie Nketiah wouldn't score goals in the Championship, let alone in the side chasing the Premier League title. It's just unbelievable. Bournemouth 2, Everton 2. Fair play, Joanne. Liverpool 2, Southampton 1. Yeah, that's more or less what I went for as well. But I don't think Southampton are going to score. I really don't. Tottenham 1, Leeds 3. No, I'm not sure about that. It'd be nice, but I don't think it's going to happen. West Ham 2, Leicester 3. Yeah, that's a good one. And kittens are having a cheese straw. Lovely. Good one for them. So, yeah, there you go. So, there we are. And what's that? Hold on a sec, guys. Someone's just sent me something. I think one of my mates has gone to Anfield today, but looks like no, she's not. It's something else. Why do people message me when I'm doing this? It's just crazy. Anyway, so let's get on with the show, and let me get this. I need to get that out there, and then put that there, and close that one, and go to here. I'm just getting the screen so that I can share the BBC website with you all. So there we go. So there you go. Yeah, unsurprisingly, the Man City players didn't get very high rankings. Let's see what the Brentford players got and see who got the best rating. So me's got a high one at the moment, 8.18. No surprise, Ivan Toney gets 9.31. There you are. Well, you know, how mad is that, huh? Yeah. So let's football. Right. Okie doke. So it finished in Scotland. Rangers drew 1-0 away in Paisley at St Mirren. So that potentially will be good news for Celtic. Yeah, I can't say I'm not disappointed about that. That's for sure. Excellent result for St Mirren and for Celtic. So very, very good. I'm happy about that. So let's kick off any minute now in the 3 o'clock games. Let's just put that down there. And my goodness. Yeah, that's an Nketiah thing. That's just ridiculous. And Joanne says she's putting up her Christmas decorations. Joanne, it's the 12th of November. What are you doing? Seriously, you are aware it's November and not December, are you? Bless you. No, I get it. I know someone who likes putting them up on the 1st of December, but if you put them up in the middle of November, fair play to you. At the end of the day, it's your house. You do what you want, mate. Newcastle 4, Chelsea 0. yeah, that'd be absolutely superb if that happens. But like I said, I'm not sure that. Yeah, but and Arsenal 6, Wolves 0. Well, that would be absolutely unbelievable. I can't see it, to be honest, Joe. I don't think our manager has got. I don't think he likes attacking that much, if I'm being completely honest. I think he likes to keep it tight at the back. That's the first priority, not concede. That's honestly, that's what I think. But many years ago, I think it was Bill Shankly said, if you want to see the team that's going to win the league, look at the team that's not conceding. So there you go. And the upper tier says, "Oh, when the Reds go marching in, come on, Salah and Nunes, mate. I think they're gonna both score today. I think you're gonna win that game fairly comfortably. I don't think you've got anything to worry about. I know it's the Southampton. They've got a new manager and all the rest of it, but is he taking charge today, or what's going to happen?" I'm late this year. I always put them up early for Mum, and she wanted hers up early because she thought she wouldn't see Christmas, and sadly she didn't. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. That's really sad. So fair play to you for doing that. Yeah, why not? If you want to do that, then you go and do it. I think it's going to be another Nottingham Forest match. Well, be nice, but I don't know. I just don't think. See, the other thing, you got World Cup starting next week, and I just don't think players are going to want to overly commit themselves. I just think they're going to not want to get themselves injured or things like that. I don't know. I'm not convinced there's going to be a lot of goals. The other tier says that Saints jersey straight out the raves and 90s. Mate, it is mad. I'm telling you, I'd be going mental if Arsenal bought out a shirt like that. And I'm pretty sure you would not be happy either if Liverpool bought out a shirt like that as well. Because it's crazy. It literally is crazy. Honestly, what the hell is that all about? So all the games have kicked off now. So let's get the text commentary going so we can see what's going on. So Ivan Toney's got his fingers in his ears. He doesn't want to hear the noise, I guess. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. West Ham 0, Leicester 0. West Ham defender Kurt Zouma picked up an injury in the warm-up, but he's been able to start. And look for a minute if Nia Aguerd might make his Premier League debut, but he remains on the bench. There you are. It's a bit mad, isn't it? But there you go. It's a quote here from Thomas Frank, the Brentford manager. I'm just going to read it out. One of the most satisfying wins we've had. I think the playoff final will always be the one, getting us to the promised land. But of course, it is up there. Speaking to some people from the club, this is probably the single biggest ever result against one of the richest clubs in the world, and we have one of the lowest budgets in the division. We're just a bus stop in Hounslow. That's a bit strong. I don't know if it's just a bus stop in Hounslow. From my perspective, it was well deserved. If you look at the chances, I think we eliminated them. Unbelievably proud. We're missing 4 of our starters as well. Mind-blowing performance. On Ivan Toney, he said, fantastic. I can't praise him enough. How good a person he is. His emotional intelligence with his teammates and everyone around the club, but also what a player, what a striker. He scored 2 Probably should have scored one more. A hat-trick. I thought that was only for Haaland. It sounds like he's in trouble. He'd probably be in the manager's office on Monday, trying to explain why he didn't grab a hat-trick. Dear oh Lord, he don't want much, does he? On Brentford's defending, we spoke a lot about. Who do we? I think that's supposed to be who do we eliminate? Not well, do we eliminate? How do we eliminate Haaland? We stopped the source into him. When it got into the box, we defended brilliantly. Well, there you are. See, I dare say that there'd be a conversation had between Ivan Toney and his manager, by the looks of it, about why he didn't grab a hat-trick. He don't sound happy reading between the lines about that. But there you go. You can't really complain with scoring two at City. Arsenal haven't, as a team, haven't scored two at City for God knows how long. West Ham 0, Leicester 0. First chances Leicester as Keane and Dewsbury Hall cutback finds Yuri Tillemans, but his 25-yard strike is saved. Declan Rice should have cut that out really before he reached the Belgian. There you go, Del Boy. Your mate Declan having a bit of a stinker there. I'm sure you'll have plenty to say about that one, mate. But there you go. Liverpool 0, Southampton 0. And as Niall says, Charles Darwin Núñez is played on the left. He's onside and chips it back into the middle, but he's coolly chested back to the goalkeeper. Forest 0, Palace 0. A decent start by Palace at the City ground. It's fizzed in from the left, and Dean Henderson has to punch it away after Azize was almost played it through the middle. And silence observed at Anfield as the last post was played before kickoff, before Remembrance Sunday. There's a terrific atmosphere inside the ground, and Steven Gerrard is here to watch his former club. Oh my God! Please don't say that they're going to appoint him and put him in some position at Liverpool. Looks like there's been a goal, people. There's been a goal. Oh, hello. What happened there? Everything just shut off. It's not very good, is it? What was that all about? Oh, dear, oh, Lord. And there you go. There's been a goal. And it's Liverpool 1, Southampton 0. So let's get into that and see what happened. Let's see what happened. And it's been scored by Firmino in the 6th minute. And the goal was assisted by Andy Robertson. So let's see how Liverpool got their goal. And Liverpool 1, Southampton 0. Roberto Firmino, Liverpool. Header from the centre of the box to the bottom left corner. And that was assisted by Andrew Robertson with a cross following a set-piece situation. And also, this has happened. Your book, son. And that went to Darja Kalata Carr. What a fucking name that is. From Southampton. He's shown the yellow card for a bad foul. So, yeah, sounds like he made a bad foul. That led to a free kick. And then from the free kick, Firmino grabbed his goal. So there you go. Liverpool have the lead at Anfield. 1-0. And that's it. I think that's game over perfectly. Personally, I really don't think Liverpool are going to lose that game now. But let's get back into all the action. Liverpool 1-0 up after 6 minutes. And there's another goal. And it's West Ham 0, Leicester City 1 at the Olympic Stadium in Stratford. West Ham 0, Leicester 1. Leicester take the lead. Let's go and find out about that one. This off we go down to the Olympic Stadium and see what happened there. What the hell? Yep, there we go. So let's have a check that out. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, so goal, West Ham 0, Leicester City 1. And no surprise, it's come from James Maddison, a left-footed shot from the centre of the box. James Maddison, after 8 minutes, gives Leicester City the lead at the Olympic Stadium in Stratford. West Ham United 0, Leicester City 1. Wow. So here we go. There has been another goal as well. I think there's been another goal at Anfield. So there we go. Yep. And look at that. After I said I didn't think Southampton were getting back into this one, they've gone and scored. What do I know? And it's gone to Che Adams by the looks of it after 9 minutes. And Ward-Prowse got the assist. So it's Liverpool 1, Southampton 1. And Che Adams, Southampton, a header from the centre of the box to the centre of the goal. And that was assisted by James Ward-Prowse with a cross following a set-piece situation. There you go. Liverpool 1, Southampton 1. What the hell is going on this afternoon? What an absolute madness. So let's have a quick recap because goals have been flying in left, right and centre so far. We've only been playing 10 minutes. It's Bournemouth 0, Everton 0. Liverpool 1, Southampton 1. Nottingham Forest 0, Crystal Palace 0. Tottenham Hotspur 0, Leeds United 0. And it's West Ham United 0, Leicester City 1. Right, so there's a lot of chats building up, guys. I'm sorry about that. But let's get into it. Craig says Southampton says Craig AFC 87 says Southampton will be walking without glow sticks. Yes, they don't need glow sticks with them shirts on, that's for sure. I'm having my COVID jab 4:30. Oh, well, good luck with that. I hope that goes well and you don't get any nasty side effects. Not like I did. Taib says, I think Arsenal will win 3-0. Fair play, Taib. I hope they do, buddy. Taib says, 2 chickens got into a fight and one said to the other, call me at me. Jesus. God. Mate, your jokes get worse by every single time. It's hilarious. Del Boy Gunner's in the chat. What's the bleeding story? What's the crack, Del Boy? What's the crack? What's the bleeding story, Warren? And all in the chat. Oh, yeah, I'm good, Del Boy. Nice to see you, buddy. I hope Zach's good. And don't forget to go and subscribe to Niall from the upper tier. He's in the chat. Absolutely top man. We're doing a stream on Monday night. Me, him, Carl Walsh Gunner, Manny Thangaduri, and Delboy Gunner about Ireland's greatest ever football team. Ireland being Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. So that should be an interesting debate and one I'm really looking forward to. And Please make sure you subscribe to Del Boy as well. He's got a fantastic channel there, and we had an interesting chat last night about Liam Brady and his career. So make sure you go and check that out because it was absolutely superb. And Gracie-Mae's in the chat. Hi, Gracie. I hope you're well. Please go and subscribe to Gracie as well. An absolute legend. Really lovely young lady. And she knows her stuff about Arsenal, that's for sure. And she says, hello, hello. Yeah, and hello to you, Gracie. I hope you're good. And Taib says, hi, Del Boy. Hi, mate. Taib says, hi, Gracie. And Craig AFC 87 says, Warren, a man who took British Airways to court after his luggage went missing has lost his case. I heard the court say packing. Oh, my God. You two are unreal. That's a classic. I love that. That's really funny. And Del Boy says, hi, Taib and Gracie. And Gracie says, hi, guys. And the McManus Gaming says, afternoon, boys and girls. I hope you're all good. Nice to see you, McManus Gaming. I hope you're good, mate. Thanks for tuning in. And thanks to everyone who's come in so far today. Lovely to see you all. And Taib says, Liverpool will get spanked today. Laugh at that. I'm not sure that's going to happen, Taib. But yeah, I respect your opinion, mate, but I'm sure I agree with it. And Taib says, McManus, hi, mate. And the McManus Gaming says, hello, Taib. Hope you're good, mate. And Warren, are you a tea or a coffee man? Coffee, mate. I can't stand tea. I don't like it at all. It makes me feel ill. However, having said that, I do like a good fruit tea. I like blueberry tea, strawberry. Don't like citrus fruits teas, but any other sort of fruit tea, I love it. As long as it hasn't got black tea in it, it's fine. I'm good, McManus. How are you? Says Taib. And McManus, I'm good, Taib. Thanks, mate. And Joanne says, Del Boy, have a bleeding crack at some score predictions for the mighty Arsenal. Yeah, Del Boy, what do you think is going to happen, mate? Have you any more thoughts about it? And what do you think, Gracie? What do you think the score's going to be? And Gracie says, I'm getting ready for work. Gracie, have you got to work tomorrow for Remembrance Sunday? Will you be doing anything for that? Yeah. I hope whatever happens, I hope it goes well for you. And Tay says, Warren, do you like apples or bananas? I like both, mate. I like both. I have 2 bananas a day. 1 in the morning for breakfast and 1 at last thing at night. Grace says, I'm working tonight and tomorrow. Yes, Warren. Well, I hope it goes well. I'll be thinking about you. And yeah, it's... I used to have to do these parades for Remembrance Sunday when I was in the Scouts. So yeah, I remember it well. Gracie-Mae says I'm going 3-1 Arsenal. Fair play. I do hope so. I do hope so, especially after what happened today. I hope we don't just take our foot off the pedal and just not bother, because if we could put ourselves 5 points clear at the top for Christmas, that would be superb. Oh, look at that, people. There's another goal. Another goal. And it's come at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And it just goes from bad to worse for Tottenham. It's Tottenham Hotspur 0. Leeds United 1. Wow. Oh, I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Look at that. That is music to my ears. Tottenham Hotspur 0, Leeds United 1. Jimmy Somerville's on it again. Jimmy Somerville, don't leave me this way. He scores in the 10th minute, and it was assisted by a guy by the name of Aronson. So Jimmy Somerville gives Leeds a 1-0 lead at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And let's have a look, see how Jimmy netted that one. Goal. Tottenham Hotspur 0, Leeds United 1. Jimmy Somerville, Leeds United, left-footed shot from the centre of the box to the bottom left corner, assisted by Brandon Aronson. There you go. So, what a fantastic result. Well, if it stays like that, it'll be fantastic. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. Hold on a sec. I just want to see if I can find something. I'm just gonna do this a minute. All right, I'll put it back on in a second. I want to throw something up for Del Boy. Right, okay, hold on a sec. I'm just going to share the screen. There you go. That's for Del Boy. And if he's watching, he'll know exactly what I mean by that. Yeah. Big up to you, Rubber Duck, and give me a 10-4 on that if you don't mind. There you go. So let's get rid of that one. Yeah. Right, let's get back on it. Right, here we go. And there's been another goal as well. Another goal. Oh, my God. It's going goal crazy this afternoon, everyone. So what's going on now? It's Brentford 1, Everton 0. And let's find out about that. 20 minutes gone in that game, and Bournemouth have the lead. And it was scored by Tavernier in the 18th minute. So Marcus Tavernier, Bournemouth, left-footed shot from the centre of the box to the centre of the goal. Makes it Bournemouth 1, Everton 0. Wow. There's goals going in all over the shop. So let's have a quick recap here. Right, 22 minutes gone at Bournemouth. It's Bournemouth 1, Everton 0. 21 minutes, and another goal. Another goal, and there's another goal at Anfield. And let's see how Liverpool got that. And it's the main man himself, Mr. Charles Darwin Núñez, gives Liverpool the lead. Charles Darwin Núñez, Liverpool, left-footed shot from the centre of the box to the bottom right corner, and that was assisted by Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott with a through ball. So Charles Darwin gives Liverpool the lead. Liverpool 2, Southampton 1. There we are. So let's go and check that out and see what happened there. Yeah. So Charles Darwin gave Liverpool the lead, and it was assisted by Harvey Elliott. So 21 minutes gone there. Liverpool lead by 2-1. At the City Ground in Nottingham, it's still Nottingham Forest 0, Crystal Palace 0. 23 minutes gone at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's Tottenham Hotspur 0, Leeds United 1. And at the Olympic Stadium in Stratford, it's West Ham United 0, Leicester 1. There you go. So we're up to date with the scores, hopefully. There's a game tonight, well, 2 games tonight. Newcastle against Chelsea at 5:30, and then at 7:45, Wolves take on Arsenal at Molineux. Let's hope that Arsenal get 3 points and extend their lead at the top of the table. And Joe says, how did Arsenal actually play Wednesday? Not very well, apparently. Lost 3-1 at home, so, can't be good, can it? I don't know. I think Brighton may have played a full strength and Arsenal played a weakened team. I really don't know, but it's not good, is it? Joanne says, told you, Warren, I went for Leeds. Yeah, well, there you go. Good for you, Joanne. Craig AFC 87. Warren, I was gutted we lost to Brighton. That was a trophy I wanted us to win last time. We won it. It was 29 years ago in 1993. It was, and I remember it. And I remember the celebrations for the goal. I think it's a League Cup final. Tony Adams dropping the young fellow who scored the goal, and he ended up fracturing his neck or something. So, yeah, that wasn't good. Joanne says, don't leave me this way. Yeah, Jimmy. And Craig AFC 87, Warren, you say shambles in Italian. I don't know. You tell me what the word for shambles is in Italian, mate, and I'll happily say it. I don't know what it is, though. But I was going to do something quickly. I just need to stop sharing this, and we're going to do something. Won't be 2 seconds. So here we go. Let me just get this up, and I'm going to share the screen now because I've got it for Niall, if he's still in the chat. There we go. Let's see. There you go, Niall. That's for you, mate. The certain Charles Darwin. There you are. Fair play to you, mate. Charles Darwin. A certain Charles Darwin, but not Charles Darwin Nunes. So, yeah, there you go. And where's the... Oh, I've closed it. Oh, you idiot, Warren. No, it's still there. Fantastic. So let's get back up and share screen. And there we go. So, yeah. So, and there's been another goal at Bournemouth. It's Bournemouth 2, Everton 0. And let's see what's going on down at Bournemouth. Everton having a bit of a rough ride of it this afternoon by the looks of it. And yeah, Moore has scored in the 25th minute. And that goal was assisted by Tavernier. He's having a good afternoon, and he scored one and assisted one. So Bournemouth 2, Everton 0. Goal. Bournemouth 2, Everton 0. Kiefer Moore, Bournemouth, header from very close range in the high centre of the goal, assisted by Marcus Tavernier following a cross. That puts Bournemouth 2-0 up to Everton. And I think Everton got slapped during the week, didn't they, in the League Cup? Let me just have a quick look. I think they got slapped in the League Cup. I'm pretty sure they only got stuffed 4-1, didn't they? But let's have a look. Yeah, and by the way, what do people think about this League Cup draw? Liverpool drawing Man City. I just think that's unreal. I really do. Man United 4, Aston Villa 2. That was in the League Cup on Thursday. So I can't find their result. It's a bit weird. I'm sure they got slapped. Yeah, here we go. They lost 4-1 at Bournemouth, Everton. And 4-1. They lost during the week. And it's happening again. They're getting slapped again against the same team. Dear me. Bournemouth 2. Well, they didn't learn their lesson, did they, from the week? Bournemouth 2, Everton 0. Liverpool 2, Southampton 1. Nottingham Forest 0, Crystal Palace 0. Tottenham 1, Leeds 1. Let's find out what's going on there. So, yeah, Tottenham 1, Leeds 1. So, let's go and find out what's going on there. And it's still West Ham 0, Leicester City 1. Just over half an hour gone there. Harry Kane scored in the 25th minute. No surprise there, I guess. But I had Conte going on about how he was knackered or something earlier. I don't know what that was all about. Goal, Tottenham 1, Leeds United 1. Harry Kane, Tottenham Hotspur, right-footed shot from the centre of the box to the top left corner, following a corner. So there you go. Tottenham are level, 1-1 with Leeds at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Leeds United 1. 32 minutes gone. And there you are. So let's get into that. Craig AFC 87. Steve Adams dropped Steve Morrow. Yeah, that's right. Because Steve Morrow scored the goal, didn't he? That I think he scored the goal that won the game. Joanne said must played crap. Didn't have must played crap. Didn't hear much laugh out loud. He might as well play for a full squad Wednesday with one more match to play. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think he could have played a stronger side than what he did, definitely. McManus Gaming says, I imagine you'd be a Costa coffee, man. I'm seeing you ordering a fancy coffee like a cortado and a fleece of fruit toast, and one of the staff asks you if you want to try one of their Christmas, mate, you couldn't have got it more wrong. The only thing you got right was that Costa. I do like Costa coffee, yeah, spot on. But I'm a cappuccino man, and fruit loaf going, nah, that ain't for me. No fruit loaf or fruit toast, no, that's all wrong. That's definitely all wrong, mate. What about yourself, McManus Gaming? What's your tipple? And Craig AFC 87 says, come vai il Giona in Rivonia. There you go. Come va il Giona in Rovina. There you go. I hope you like that. McManus Gaming says, I imagine you're a Costa man. I reckon you fancy a coffee like a cortado, and when the staff try to get you to try one of their Christmas coffees, you tell them to F off. No, I wouldn't tell someone to F off. Not in that situation. If they got a bit too persistent, I might. But I'm very polite. I'd go, listen, that's very kind of you to offer me that, but I'm not interested, thank you. I'd rather stick with my cappuccino. Thank you very much. And leave it like that. And Joanne says, I never did Forest score. I'll go for a Forest 1-0 win. There you go, Forest 1-0. I know why Harry Kane is exhausted. He's tiring work colouring with his crayons. I was getting worried what you were going to say, Joanne. I think he's been busy doing something, but he's not playing football, that's for sure. The Manus Gaming, ignore the first message wrong. It went wrong. My fat thumb hit send instead of delete. Never mind, mate. I thought it was funny. And Del Boy Gunner says, I have a few bets on. I'm winning on one of my betting slips in for 50 quid. Fair play, mate. And make sure you don't spend it all tonight when you're out on the lash, mate. If you win like 50 quid, that will go in no time and you're out on the lash in Dublin, mate. I'm telling you. McManus Gaming says mine's tea, coffee, beer, Disaronno, vodka, so not too fussy. Mate, I've never heard of coffee beer before. That sounds absolutely disgusting, I have to say. I once had a chocolate beer. That was foul. Absolutely foul. I've got no idea what Disaronno is. So, no, you're not fussy. Not at all, mate. No, I agree with that. Del Boy Gunner says, Warren, I'd say you drink an Irish coffee. Mate, I like an Irish coffee. Yeah, lovely stuff. Lovely. Just a nice after a nice big Sunday lunch. Can't go wrong with a nice Irish coffee. The only problem is I'm not allowed to drink alcohol. So yeah, I wouldn't get very far. That's to be sure. But yeah, I used to love having an Irish coffee. So there we go. Don't forget, everyone, subscribe to Del Boy Gunner TV. Make sure you go and check him out. Don't forget as well to go and check out the Upper Tier podcast. He does two types of shows. His podcast, and then he does, there's a thing on his channel called the Fantasy Chancer, I think it's called. And he also does reviews and previews for Liverpool games as well. And also, please don't forget to go and check out Gracie. Gracie's got a fantastic channel on her hands, and so have all these people I've just mentioned. But also, guys, let me just say, I just want to add this to this. I want to shout this guy out as well. Please make sure you go and subscribe to Mr. Carl Walsh Gunner. He's a great mate and absolute lunatic, Arsenal fan. He is. He's mad. I'm not going to tell you, but I've heard stories about this fella and extremes that he takes his Arsenal support into. The man is a full-on nutcase, I'm telling you. Especially with buses and whatnot. That's all I'm going to say. But he's absolutely quality. I love the fella, and his passion is superb. And as he would say, it's not bloody good enough. Absolutely superb. I absolutely love him. He's brilliant. And yeah, please don't forget. If you haven't put a like on the video, please do that. And if you're new to the channel and watching this, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And please share it around as well. Make sure you share it with other people. That would be absolutely fantastic. And Joanne says, anyone watching I'm a Celebrity? I have to say I'm not. It's not something I particularly enjoy. Craig AFC 87 says Matt Hancock out. We should give him the airtime he deserves on I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here, mate. I want the bloody lot of them out. I can't stand any of them. All they're interested is lining their own bloody pockets. McManus Gaming says I've had the pleasure of talking to Carl a couple of times. He's brilliant, mate. He's absolutely superb. The lad is an absolute legend. He really is. So let's get screens back up. And we'll carry on. We'll see what's going on. So 40 minutes gone in the first half. It's Bournemouth 2, Everton 0. Liverpool 2, Southampton 1. Nottingham Forest 0, Crystal Palace 0. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Leeds 1, and West Ham 0, Leicester City 1. So I think it's time we went around some of the other grounds in the other matches that are going on today. So let's go and do that. So in the Scottish Premiership, it ended today. St Mirren 1, Rangers 1. It's currently Celtic 0, Ross County 0. That's a bit of a shock. I thought Celtic would have scored by now, but still, there you go. And Heart of Midlothian 0, Livingston 0, Kilmarnock 0, Hibernian 0, and St Johnstone 1, Motherwell 0. So, yeah, Celtic score and move even further clear of Rangers. That would be good. In the Championship, it's Coventry City 1, Queen's Park Rangers 0, Hull City 1, Reading 1, Luton Town 0, Rotherham 1, Norwich City 1, Middlesbrough 0, Preston North End 2, Millwall 2, West Bromwich Albion 1, Stoke City 0, and Wigan Athletic 0, Blackpool 1. All the other games I haven't mentioned are goalless at present. So there's an international friendly today, if anyone's interested. 5:30 it kicks off between Ecuador and Iraq. See if we can see. Yeah, and Dan is down watching Stockport County today. They're playing away at Newport County. He's down there watching that, and the game's currently goalless. So, yeah, fair play. And let's see if we can see how Pompey are doing. They're the Warren's Team Talk selection for the FA Cup. Are they playing today? Doesn't look like they are. But they're playing Milton Keynes Dons, who are drawing 0-0 at home with Derby County. And yeah, doesn't look like they're playing. So let's see if they're playing tomorrow. I'm just curious, basically. Just guys, all those games. No, doesn't look like they are. No, they're not playing. So, okay, so let's go back. And there's been another goal at Anfield. While we've been away, there's been a goal. And it's now Liverpool 3, Southampton 1. What am I doing? So let's go and see if we can find out what's happened there. Liverpool 3, Southampton 1. On the stroke of half-time, Charles Darwin Núñez has added to his tally for the afternoon. It's now Liverpool 3, Southampton 1. And let's see what Charles Darwin's had to say about it. It's Liverpool 3, Southampton 1. Charles Darwin Núñez had a right-footed shot from the centre of the box to the bottom left corner, and that was assisted by Andrew Robertson with a cross. So it looks like that's the second goal that Andy Robertson has assisted today. There you are. Yeah, Andy Robertson assisted that one. So Liverpool 3, Southampton 1. Wow, there you go. And there's been another goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And let's quickly get rid of that comment. And yeah, it's now Tottenham Hotspur 1. God, what's that? Tottenham Hotspur 1. Leeds United 2. So let's see how Leeds got that goal. So goal, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Leeds United 2. Rodrigo of Leeds United had a left-footed shot from the centre of the box to the bottom right corner, and that was assisted by Erasmus Christensen with a headed pass following a corner. So Mr. Erasmus helped himself there and then laid it on a plate for Rodrigo. So there you go. And Leeds are winning at White Hart Lane, and Tottenham in all sorts of trouble there. Season is falling apart at the seams, as they say. And they're 8 points behind Arsenal, and Arsenal have 8. Sorry, Arsenal have 2 games in hand on them, and there's an 8-point gap between the two of them at the moment. Should Arsenal win tonight, that gap will be 11 points. So, as we always say, mind the gap, people. Mind the gap. So, Newcastle are up to 3rd with 27. They've got a game in hand on Man City. If they win that game, they'll be only 2 points behind. And apparently, they're not in a title race. Yeah, righto. Let's see. Let's see where they are at the end of the season. Okay, so here we go. So far, with Inter adding on time at the end of the first half, and it's Bournemouth 2, Everton 0, Liverpool 3, Southampton 1, Nottingham Forest 0, Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Leeds United 2, West Ham United 0, Leicester City 1. There we go. And let's get into the comments again. And Manus Gaming says, no, Joanne, I can't stick Anton Deck. Pair of TWATs, yeah. Well, there you go. I ain't saying anything about it. I prefer not to speak. James Dunlop, can't wait for away days at Preston, Birmingham, Rotherham next season. Mate, you are not getting relegated. That's not happening. It's not happening, James. I'm sorry, mate, but no. I've been to Rotherham, actually, to watch football. And it was a 3-3 draw. I went there to watch Maidstone, my local side, play. What a game. It was madness. Absolute madness. Yeah, their fans ain't very hospitable, so I wouldn't expect too much out of them if I were you. Where else are you? Preston, I've not been there. Birmingham's a bit iffy as well, I've heard. So James says, as for the other games, well done to Brentford earlier. Liverpool winning, no shock, and West Ham are under real pressure as they are losing again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long, what's going to happen there, because something needs to change as far as I can see, but I don't know. Craig 87 says Liverpool 3-1 up. Yeah, 100%, mate. No surprises there. I think they're on the march. I really do. Beware the team in red. Beware. I've seen them do it before. I think I've said it last week. I remember one year they were 12th on New Year's Eve, and they ended up winning the title. They hauled back all that deficit of points and ended up winning the title. It was insane, absolutely insane. And I'm telling you, they're the last team in the world you want chasing you down, because they are when they're on the charge, mate, they're relentless. Joanne says it should be mined the bloody sinkhole, let alone gap. It should be mined the bloody sinkhole, let alone gap. Yes, exactly. Craig AFC 87. Stuart Atwell is the ref for Wolves v Arsenal. Mike Dean on VAR. Mate, I couldn't give a shit who it is. I'm really not interested, to be honest. I'm not having a pop at you, but I know a lot of our fans get really digi about referees and VAR and whatnot. It's just absolute nonsense. It don't matter. Do you know what I mean? It is. I'm not 100% convinced that football in this country is clean. In fact, if the truth be known, I think it probably isn't. But I don't think it's as bad as like people make it out to be. I really don't. Certainly, I don't think there's an agenda against Arsenal. I think there was back in the day. Anyone who knows the story about Maradona coming to Arsenal, you don't need any more proof of it than that. There you go. I'm not saying any more, because otherwise I'll get myself into trouble. James Dunlop, we are worrying. We can't score goals. Our board are just dragging us down. Lampard is on the verge of going after this game, and the fans are fully turning. Moshiri and Kenwright out. Mate, that you've been saying this for ages, that the board needs to go. And The thing is, for me, it shows one thing it does show to me is what a great manager Ancelotti was. Because when he was there, look what he did with you. And people, like saying, oh, he's washed up and this and that. Well, look what he done with that Everton side. It was unbelievable when you think about it. When you look at struggle since he left. But that board have got lots of questions to answer because the way that club has been mismanaged is an absolute disgrace. And like I've always said, Everton Football Club are one of the biggest clubs in the history of English football, and they should not be languishing in where they are. They should be up there challenging for every single trophy up for grabs. They should. I've seen Everton winning league titles, FA Cups, European trophies. They're a major force in English football. And, I can remember Andy Gray and Graham Sharp and Bob Latchford, Kevin Sheedy, Kevin Ratcliffe, Neville Southall. When you had proper players playing for your club, not these bloody clowns you've got at the moment who couldn't give a shit. Honestly, it's heartbreaking. It really is. I hate seeing big traditional clubs go through the mire like that. It's just not right. James says, anyway, can't stay on. Keep up the good work, mate, and good luck at Wolves later tonight. As a neutral, I'm rooting for you guys to push for top spot. Mate, I just want them to do the best they can and keep pushing and pushing and pushing and go for the title and aim for the title. Not bloody finishing top four. I don't give a shit whether we finish in top four or not. I do because I want us to win the title. If we don't win the title, I'm not interested when we finish fourth, second, third, 10th, 11th, 12th. It doesn't matter to me. If we're not winning the title, it's irrelevant as far as I'm concerned. The aim should be to win. End of. That's it. And if you're not going to aim for that, what is the point? But thank you, mate. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for your kind words. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. But thanks for coming in. Ty says Liverpool are gaining some ground in the league table. Yeah, and they're going to. And they will. This is what they do. They eat up the ground. They eat up the ground. And slowly but surely, they'll be back in the top four. Ty says Paul Rideout, Graves shirt. Yeah, there's another couple. And I put it's glorious, Warren. What's glorious? That picture of Charles Darwin I threw up for you. Or you winning 3-1. Yeah, I like that picture of Charles Darwin with his big bushy beard. But Charles Darwin Núñez hasn't got a big bushy beard, has he? But yeah, it must be half time now, so let's go and check out the scores. Everton in the mud. Yeah, mate, I thought you might say that. So half-time scores is Bournemouth 2, Everton 0, Liverpool 3, Southampton 1, Nottingham Forest 0, Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Leeds United 2, and West Ham United 0, Leicester City 1. There we go. Wow. We had a good half so far. Yeah. Let's see what happens in the second half. I think Liverpool might grab another couple, to be quite frank. Forest against Palace could go either way, but like I said, I'll stick with my prediction that I said at the beginning. I think Palace will win it, maybe 1 or 2-0. Tottenham Leeds, don't know. I still think Tottenham might come back. West Ham against Leicester. It's difficult to know. I reckon Leicester might get another one, you know. I don't know what's going on at West Ham, but it doesn't look good, does it? Bournemouth against Everton. That's a bit of a shocker, that one. Don't know. Everton, they need to score in this second half and start trying to fight back because, yeah, it's not good, is it? So let's have a look at the league table. Sort of impact it's having. Oh, no, not that one. What am I doing? Let's see if we can see the live league table, because normally they put the live league table up, don't they? Let's see if we can see the live league table. Right, so here we go. Liverpool are up to 6th, and they're on 22 points and played 4. Right, they're only points behind Newcastle, who are 8th and 3rd. Right. Now, don't forget, we're only like about a third of the way through the season. So that means that they've got to play all of these sides above them at least once, some of them probably even twice. Right. So that means that there's 3 points there that they can make up even before we get started, or potentially 6. So, you know, they've got to play Arsenal at home. If they win that, that will cut the deficit down from 34 to 22 to 12 points down to 9. And, yeah, given Arteta's track record for losing against sides that he shouldn't do last season, who knows what could happen? And, you know, Man City lost today against Brentford. Who would have thought that? You know, so what I'm trying to say is don't rule it out. Don't rule it out, because I've seen them do it before and I'm back against them doing it again, because when they get on the march, mate, they are relentless. They really are. Crystal Palace, they've moved up to 9th. They're on 20 points. Chelsea, they're on 21. And, yeah, if they win their game, they'll be on 24. 2 points off the Champions League spots. If Arsenal win tonight, they'll go 5 points clear on the top, which would be absolutely fantastic. So, yeah. Leicester, if they continue this run, they'll move up to 13th minimum, I would have thought. And Wolves, yeah, it's not looking good for Wolves, is it? If they get thumped tonight by Arsenal, they could be in serious trouble. And I think they will lose. I do. I think Arsenal will have too much for them. I'm quite confident about that one. So there he is, the main man, Charles Darwin Núñez, celebrating his goal. Let's see if we can see some other scores. Yeah, look at that bloody kit. He's well off key, that Southampton kit, isn't it? Look at it. It's awful. Yeah, so nothing really major going on there. But let's see what happens later. Anyway, let's get back into that. And let's get into the comments. And Taib's in the chat in the game, and he said Lampard out. He's only got a clue for a few games, and he's all over the place. Laugh out loud. Yeah, he. I don't know. I'm not convinced about Lampard at all. I'm not. He was all right at the beginning when he was at Chelsea, but I just think he was riding on the crest of a wave, and you know, I'll never forget that bust up we had with Jurgen Klopp that was posted on the internet, and it was during the lockdown when fans weren't allowed inside the ground, and you could see him, like, could hear him clearly screaming at Jurgen, like trying to have it with Jurgen Klopp. And I was thinking, mate, the bloke's about half of your size again. If you two have a scrap, he's going to rip your head off. What are you doing? You fool. It's madness. And it was embarrassing. It really was. And my mate was a Norwich fan. It was shortly after Norwich sacked the German manager. And there was talk about going there. And he was going to me, Warren, he said, I don't want that clown here. I don't want him anywhere near my football club. And I agree with him. I just think he's an absolute joker. I don't think he's got a clue what he's doing. I really don't. Ty says, Warren, you've moved up to 300 subs. Your New Year's resolution is to get many, many more. Okay, mate, I'll bear that in mind. And can I just say a big, big thank you to everyone who subscribed to my channels. I'm absolutely delighted to be on 300 subscribers. I just think it's staggering. I don't know why anyone would want to subscribe to my channel, but I'm absolutely delighted that they have. So thank you, each and every one of you. I'm absolutely delighted. Thank you so, so much. That's absolutely fantastic news. And I feel very, very humbled, I have to say. So thank you, guys. Anyway, also, guys, don't forget to sub to this guy's channel, Mr. Carl Walsh Gunner. Please, please, please. He's an absolute top man, an absolute legend. I'm absolutely delighted to say that I've met him and had the opportunity to get to know him. He's a great guy and a great mate, and I love chatting to him. He's an absolute legend. And, yeah, I just love his views about Arsenal. It's on point. Let's put it like that. And I agree with almost everything he says. He's just very direct and to the point, and I rate it. I really do. And if people don't like it, well, that's their problem, as far as I'm concerned. And I just think he's a top man and absolutely legend as far as I'm concerned. And I can't wait for having on that stream on Tuesday night. And don't forget, guys, we're doing a stream on Tuesday night. Let me see if I've got it, the thumbnail here. Hold on a second. I'm just going to look for it. I won't be a second. I'm just looking for it, okay? Because I want to talk to you about it because it's going to be epic. We're doing this. I'm having Carl Gunner, Del Boy, and Niall on yeah, it is. They're coming on my channel and Manny, of course. How can I forget Manny? Now they're coming. All four of them are coming on my channel on Tuesday night, 8:15, and we're going to have a debate about who the greatest ever United Ireland football team would be, right? So it means they can choose the North of Ireland and the Republic, and they've got to pick a starting 11, right? And some suits and as well. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So listen, guys, I just want to show you. What? Oh, right. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Let me try it this way. Okay, so it's taking a wee while to... Oh, here it is. So let's get that up and share the screen. Go. There you are. There it is. Who should be in Ireland's greatest all-time combined international football team? So you got the logos there inside that football for the Republic of Ireland football team, the Northern Ireland football team, and then back in the day, in the early 20th century, there was a United Ireland team, I believe, before the partition of Ireland. And that's what that one is. So, yeah, make sure you come over on Tuesday and check that out, because it's going to be epic. It really is. And you're going to have Del Boy, Carl Walsh, your man here, Niall, and Niall and Del Boy and Manny. Four absolute legends who love Irish football. So it will be absolutely superb, guys. It really will. So don't miss it, because it's going to be amazing. So let's do this and get that back up. And there's been another goal. There's been a goal early in the second half at the Tottenham. And it's gone to Tottenham. It's Tottenham Hotspur 2, Leeds United 2. And it's been scored by Davies in the 51st minute. So let's go and find out about that, see what happened. And goal, Tottenham Hotspur 2, Leeds United 2. Davies of Tottenham had a left-footed shot from outside the box to the centre of the goal. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Leeds United 2. So Tottenham have now drawn level at home at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against Leeds United. And wow, that game has been going backwards and forwards, hasn't it? It really has. So 5 minutes gone almost in the games. And it's still Bournemouth 2, Everton 0, Liverpool 3, Southampton 1, Nottingham Forest 0, Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham Hotspur 2, Leeds United 2, and West Ham United 0, Leicester City 1. There we go. And Carl says Carl loves that great English player, Liam Brady. Mate, that whole saga was an absolute shambles. It really was. And absolutely disgraceful from Arsenal. How the hell that ever that banner saw the light of day? I just don't get it. It's absolutely shocking. It really is. And it's like, can you imagine the reaction there would be at Anfield if they put out a banner saying that Kenny Dalglish was Welsh or something like that? It's just unbelievable. And for me, I'm sorry, but it just sums up the idiots that are running this football club. It's just not acceptable. You can't do nonsense like that. Honestly, it's shambolic. It is. It's absolutely shambolic. And whoever authorised that to be put up, I'm sorry, but they need to be sacked. They need to be sacked. And if it was an advertising agency, sack them, tear the contract up. It's outrageous. How can you get something like that wrong? It's absolutely ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. And Ty says, how many lips does a flower have? 2 lips. Ty, man, you always know how to lighten the mood, mate. So fair play to you, buddy. Ty says, Warren, I hope you can firmly establish yourself as a top YouTuber. I know you already are quality, mate. You deserve all the success. Thank you very much, Ty. But there's lots of other people who deserve it too. Like the man who's been in this chat this afternoon, the upper tier, Del Boy, Carl Walsh Gunner, Jez Collins, Kenny Ken, if he ever gets to set up a YouTube channel, Gracie-Mae, Diesel, all of these people, they deserve all the success in the world, and I love them all to bits. They're absolutely superb. So yeah, and there's a couple of others who I haven't mentioned, like Dave's LFC chats. What an absolute legend that man is. Dave's LFC chats. Go and check his channel out, especially if you're a Liverpool fan. Man can talk for Ireland. Let's not beat about the bush. He can talk and he can talk and he can talk. It's unreal. It really is. I saw him going on the other day for about an hour and a half. It was quality. Quality. There's dogs barking in the background, kids screaming, all sorts going off, and he still kept going. Absolute madness. And oh mate, it's brilliant. I absolutely love it. I love stuff like that, and it was quality. Honestly, he's a legend, absolute legend. And there's another fella that goes on the upper tier as well. He does work with Niall, called Dazzler. Dazzler he's mad as they come, but he knows his football. Let me tell you. Yeah, top people, all of them. But yeah, it's quality. And anyone who hasn't watched that video that I did with Del Boy and Jez and Darren and another guy, what's his name? His surname is Keeley, but I can't remember what his first name is. That show we did last night was absolutely superb. It really is, and it all about Liam Brady and his career and stuff like that. It was brilliant. So my question to you, Upper Tier, is, like, on a serious note, what did you think about Liam Brady when he was a player for the Republic? Did you rate him? Do you think he wasn't good enough? Do you think he was quality? What was your thoughts about him? Seriously, what did you think? I'm interested to hear what a non-Arsenal fan thinks. Because I know what I think, but I used to watch him every other week at Arsenal when I was a kid. But I'd be interested to hear what you think, mate. And the Upper Tier says Dazzler is tops. Yeah, he is. He's a funny guy. He is. And that show that you did with him when he made him put on a Liverpool show, that was funny. That like sort of greeny blue top that he had on. Wow, that was brilliant. But that top ain't got nothing on that bloody Southampton top that they're wearing today. That takes some beating. I remember years ago, right, when I used to go and watch Maidstone United, they used to have an orange top that had a tie-dye effect on it. And the shirt, right, was purple and sky blue, right? But the shirt was the away shirt was just like this purple burgundy colour, and the shorts were sky blue and the socks were sky blue, right? And then it had this tie-dye effect on the shirt. Oh my God, it was horrific. Absolutely horrific. And And the upper tier says Brady was tops. He was unlucky in his international timing, but some player, his record at Juve is insane. It is, mate, and that's what I was saying last night when we were looking at his stats at Juve. You have to remember that at the time, that league, the Italian league, was by far and away the best league in the world. It was, and the whole league, all the teams in the league, they built the foundations of their teams and their tactics, being defensively sound and solid and not conceding. So it was very rare that you saw a game where there was more than 2 goals in it. It'd either be like 1-0, 1-1, 0-1. You wouldn't hardly ever see a game go 2-0, 2-1, 3-0, something. It just didn't happen. And it just shows the quality of the man. It really does. Upper tier says, great work, pal, on the Brady the Brady Show. Slides for class. I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. I worked really hard on those slides. It was a labour of love for me, man. It really was. And the upper tier says it was a great panel too. It was a great panel, and they were great guys, all of them. Right, so let's get back into this and see what's going on. Still Bournemouth 2, Everton 0, Liverpool 3, Southampton 0. 60 minutes gone, more or less, in all these games. Tottenham 2, Leeds 2, and West Ham 0, Leicester 1. So let's go down to Bournemouth and see what the match stats are telling us. And so it's currently Bournemouth have had 39% possession. Everton obviously have had 61. Shots they've had, Bournemouth have had 13 shots. Everton have had 8. Bournemouth have had 8 shots on target, and Everton have had 1. That's pretty poor, isn't it? Having 8 shots and only 1 of them on target. It's 3-2 to Bournemouth on the corner count, and the foul count is 9-5 in favour of Bournemouth. Well, to Bournemouth, I should say. I don't think you can have a foul count where it's in favour of someone. Let's go up to Anfield and see what's going on there. So it's Liverpool 3, Southampton. And the match stats there: Liverpool 65% possession and Southampton 35. Shots, Liverpool have had 10, and 7 of which are on target. And Southampton have had 6 shots, 2 on target. I have to say that I think that's pretty impressive, getting 7 out of 10 shots on target. The corner count is 2-0 to Liverpool, and the foul count is 5-4 to Liverpool as well. So, yeah, it looks like Liverpool are well on top there. Nottingham Forest, and there's been a goal at the City Ground in Nottingham. A goal. There's been a goal for Nottingham Forest, and it's been scored by Gibbs White in the 54th minute, and it's Nottingham Forest 1, Crystal Palace 0. So let's go and check that out. So goal, Nottingham Forest 1, Crystal Palace 0. Morgan Gibbs White with Nottingham Forest took a right-footed shot from very close range to the bottom left corner, and a goal was awarded following a VAR review. So it seems there was a bit of controversy about the goal maybe there. So the VAR ended up awarding it. And also we need to do this. Your book, son. And that goes to what did I do that for? So, oh, here it is. Yeah, that goes to Ryan Yates of Nottingham Forest. He's shown a yellow card for a bad foul, and also Joel Ward from Crystal Palace. He's shown a yellow card for a bad foul as well. So it looks like he's getting a bit heated there at the City Ground. Tackles are flying in. People looks like might be squaring up to each other. It's just what you want to see, isn't it, on a Saturday afternoon. And the possession in that one, 37% to Notts Forest. Crystal Palace, 63%. Forest have had 6 shots, 2 of which are on target. And Palace have had 5 shots with none on target. And the corner count is 3-1 to Palace. And the foul count is Forest have made 7 and Palace have made 10. There we go. So let's go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium now. So it's Tottenham Hotspur, Leeds United. And let's look at the match stats there. So Tottenham have had 53% possession, Leeds 47%. They've both had 10 shots. Tottenham have had 6 on target, Leeds have had 4. The corner count is 7-2 to Tottenham, and the foul count is Tottenham 8, Leeds United 4. There you are. That's that. And last but not least, let's go to the Olympic Stadium in Stratford, where it's West Ham United 0, Leicester City 1. And the match stats there, 51% possession for West Ham, 49 for Leicester. There's been 13 shots for West Ham, 4 on target. And Leicester have had 5 shots, 4 of which are on target. The corner count is 4-2 to West Ham, and the fouls, it's 5 all. So there we are. There is about 27 minutes left to play, and it's still Bournemouth 2, Everton 0, Liverpool 3, Southampton 1, Nottingham Forest 1, Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham Hotspur 2, Leeds United 2, West Ham 0, Leicester 1. Right, hold on a sec, guys. I just need to switch my camera off a sec, and then I'll be back. I'll be just 2 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Right, sorry about that, guys. I just had to pull the blinds. So, yeah, because it's getting a bit dark. So, yeah. Yeah, I hope everyone's good. Let's just see if anything's happened since I've been away. So it's still Bournemouth 2, Everton 0, Liverpool 3, Southampton 1, Forest 1, Palace 0, Tottenham 2, Leeds 2, West Ham 0, Leicester City 1. And there's some comments in. Let's get into those. Wait, what happened there? And Ty says, if two witches were watching two watches, which would watch which watch? Mate, the first one would watch the one on the left, and the second one would watch the one on the right. And as that, mate. And Ty says, if two screws were unscrewed, which screws would you screw? If two screws were unscrewed, which screws would you screw? Mate, I wouldn't screw any of them. I would just leave them unscrewed unless it was something really important, and then I'd screw them back in one after the other. Sorry, mate, your comments are just really off key. They really are. And there you go. Fair play to you, man. Right. So, let's get back into this. 67 minutes gone now. And it's certainly hotting up now. Right. So Leicester's Daniel Amati goes down, but he's back on his feet now. The Foxes are mobbed, so they can't afford any more injuries. Wow. 67 minutes gone and they've got no more substitutions to make, isn't it? But who am I to argue with Brendan? I'm not going to argue with Brendan, that's for sure. Tottenham 2, Leeds 2. This is very finely balanced. Spurs are seeing most of the ball and looking to find a way in past what is an increasingly deep-sitting Leeds. The visitors are still showing flashes of attacking intent on the counter. Van Dijk is so unlucky. Everyone knew what he was doing from the angle. He nestled in. Had it nestled in the back of the net, it would have been one of the classic headed goals. Had it been on target and it wasn't far away, the keeper wouldn't have got anywhere near it. Pat, mate, you are usually really on point, but I'm sorry, that comment is just as mad, one of the maddest things I think I've ever read. And there's been a goal. There's been a goal, people. We'll come back to you in a minute, Mr. Nevin, because that comment is just completely bonkers. I'm sorry, I'm not letting that go. That's just unbelievable. Bournemouth 3, Everton 0, and it just goes bad to worse for Everton, doesn't it? Jaden Jaden Anthony in the 69th minute for Bournemouth, and that probably seals it, really, doesn't it? Well, having said that, they probably come and bag 4 now in the last 20 minutes. So there you go, Bournemouth 3-0 up now. So let's go and see if we can find out a bit more about that one. So what happened there? Yeah, so Bournemouth 3, Everton 0. Jaden Anthony from Bournemouth, a header from very close range to the high centre of the goal, assisted by Lewis Cook, with Lewis Cook following a set-piece situation. And that was caused by a foul by Idrissa Gueye of Everton. And then obviously there's a free kick and ball got floated in and bang, that's it. That's your lot. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and it's 3-0. So there you go. Bournemouth 3-0 lead against Everton. They look like they're home and hosed, but you can never tell in this league. Anything can happen. And there's been another goal at Tottenham. And the goals are starting to fly in. And it's Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Leeds United 3. And it's been scored by Rodrigo and it's been taken off. What's happened there? What is going on with the BBC? Now you don't know whether they're coming or going. You don't know what you're doing. Don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. Know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. Don't know what you're doing. And goal. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Leeds United 3. Rodrigo's left-footed shot from the left side of the box to the bottom right corner, assisted by Mark Rosa. So we wait to see whether that's a goal or it's not a goal. It was a figment of the BBC imagination, or whether the IT department of the BBC is smoking some heavy duty flowers, or what the hell's going on. But yeah, it's back again. So Tottenham 2, Leeds United 3, and there you go. So let's get into let's go. But I want to see what this Mr. Patrick Nevin has been saying, because that looked, honestly, that comment was well off key. Yeah, here we go. Here it is. He goes, Van Dijk is so unlucky. Everyone knows what he was doing from the angle he was at. Had it nestled in the back of the net, it would have been one of the classic headed goals. Had it been on target and it wasn't far away, the keeper wouldn't have got anywhere near it. Right, for a start, it didn't nestle in the back of the net, did it? And it missed. So why? What are you going on about, man? Jesus, these pundits, honestly, I honestly think that they get a bit flummoxed and they don't know what to say, so they just say anything in the hope that something happens. And it looks like there's been another goal, people. Yeah, they just say anything because they don't know what to say. Yeah, they don't know what to say and they panic. So they just say any first thing that comes in their head, whether it makes sense or not. Because that comment was well off key. Oh, here we go. What? So it's West Ham United 0, Leicester City 2, and that was scored by Harvey Barnes. But yeah, so Harvey Barnes has put Leicester 2-0 up now. So let's go and see what we can find out about that. So West Ham United 0, Leicester City 2. Yeah, goal. West Ham United 0, Leicester City 2. Harvey Barnes, Leicester City, left-footed shot from outside of the box to the centre of the goal, assisted by Azor Perez with the through ball following a fast break. There you go, people. West Ham United 0, Leicester City 2. And in the other games, it's Bournemouth 3, Everton 0. Liverpool 3, Southampton 1, Nottingham Forest 1, Crystal Palace 0, and there's been another goal at the White House. And this time it's gone to Tottenham. It's Tottenham Hotspur 3, Leeds United 3, and Bentancur has drawn Tottenham level. Let's find out about that one. Let's see what is going on. And goal, Tottenham Hotspur 3, Leeds United 3, Rodrigo Bentancur from Tottenham Hotspur has a right-footed shot from the centre of the box to the centre of the goal. And that makes it Tottenham Hotspur 3, Leeds United 3. Wow, what a game. The punters there have had their value for money, haven't they? So let's have a quick roundup. 78 minutes gone at Bournemouth, and it's Bournemouth 3, Everton 0. Anfield, 83 minutes gone there. In Liverpool, thanks to 2 goals from Charles Darwin Núñez, it's Liverpool 3, Southampton 1. Nottingham Forest 1, Crystal Palace 0. 84 minutes gone there. Tottenham Hotspur 4 now. Tottenham Hotspur 4, Leeds United 3, and Bentancur has got another one. Has put Tottenham 4-3 up at home. And let's find out about that one. Tottenham Hotspur 4, Leeds United 3, Bentancur, left-footed shot from the centre of the box, makes it Tottenham Hotspur, Leeds United 3. There we are. So 85 minutes gone. Is there going to be any more goals at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium? That's what we need to know. And it's West Ham United 0, Leicester City 2. 81 minutes played there. So it's getting towards the fag end of the games now. And it's been quite an amazing afternoon. It really has, hasn't it? So let's get back into the chat and see what people are saying. Put that one about screws. And I imagine an imaginary. Oh, here we go. Imagine an imaginary menagerie. Manager managing an imaginary menagerie. Mate, I'd rather not if you don't mind. I think I've got better things to worry about than the managers managing imaginary menagerie. Mate, no. That ain't happening. Del Boy, what's happening with Spurs? They're 4-3 up, mate. Absolute madness. Let's go, and I'll bring it up for you, Del Boy. So there you go. Look, Tottenham 4, Leeds United 3. Jimmy Somerville gave Leeds the lead after 10 minutes. And then Harry Kane pulled one back, equalised for Tottenham in the 25th minute. Then Rodrigo put United 2-1 up in the 43rd minute. Ben Davies then equalised for Tottenham in the 51st minute. And then Rodrigo put Leeds back 3-2 up in the 76th minute. And then Bentancur added 2 goals in the 81st and 83rd minute to make it Tottenham Hotspur 4, Leeds United 3. So it's all been happening at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So yeah, unfortunately, Del Boy, it's been a bit of a mad afternoon at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, that's for sure. And they're winning, unfortunately, but still can't have it all, I suppose. So what's young Patrick been saying this time? And there's a red card. Look at that. Someone is going for an early...
That's it. You're off.
Someone's going for an early bath. And who's that? I hear you cry. Let's see who it is. It gets worse for Leeds. Tyler Adams clumsily trips Davinson Sanchez as he brings the ball out of defence. It's a second yellow followed by red. Not a lot in it, but he did stop a counter from Spurs. That looks like Leeds hope getting anything from this game have gone. You can't really argue with that, can you? Liverpool 3, Southampton 1. Fresh legs for Liverpool 2. Charles Darwin Núñez is among those to go off to a standing ovation, and Costas Tsimikas, Fabio Carvalho and Nathaniel Phillips are on. England's Trent Alexander-Arnold is also taking off. So that's one to tick off Gareth Southgate's list. Yeah, Mr. Southgate will be very happy with that, I'm sure. And a yellow card there. Someone's seen yellow.
Your book, son.
West Ham striker and Gianluca Scamacca is going to have a few weeks without a game since Italy didn't qualify for the World Cup. He's booked for a tired foul. Standing ovation for Charles Darwin Núñez. Standing ovation for Darwin Núñez as he is replaced in the closing stages. He's off to the World Cup with Uruguay with his confidence sky high. Declan Rice almost scores for the cross, but Danny Ward tips it wide, close to another clean sheet for Leicester. Liverpool 3, Southampton 1. Virgil van Dijk heads it inches wide from another corner. The centre-back had a lot of chances in recent weeks, and he hasn't been able to put them away from set pieces. Okay, all right. With the centre-back, what do you expect him to do? It's not his primary job to score goals. His job is to stop them. Come on now. The striker's job. Where's the strikers? Forest 1, Palace 0. Come on, you Reds, rings around the City ground as Forest are having to defend a little desperately here. And Forest 1, Palace 0. Willie Bowley concedes a corner. Oh dear. Poor old Willie. Yeah. I hope he's got his jacket on. That's all I can say. So Forest 1, Palace 0. Wilfried Zaha's shot is blocked. There are a few players down in the middle, but Michael Elise is allowed to continue. He whips it across the goal and it flies out for a throw-in on the far side. So presumably then they'll be able to, all these players that are in the centre will be able to get some treatment. So what's the state of play with the games then? It's Bournemouth 3, Everton 0, Liverpool 3, Southampton 1, Nottingham Forest 1, Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham 4, Leeds United 3, and West Ham United 0, Leicester 2. So let's see. I'm being really selfish now, and I want to see what's going on at Parkhead. And yes, come on, the boys. Celtic 2, Ross County 1. Come on, just hang on, guys. Let's have a look at the table. So they're 9 points clear of Rangers as it stands. Wow, that's practically game over, isn't it? It really is. So, and all the games now in the English Premier League are all into added on time at the end of the 90 minutes, except for the Bournemouth game, which still has 3 minutes of normal time left to play. But they're 3-0 up. I can't see Everton scoring 4 in the last 3 minutes. That's not happening. It's not. But let's get back into it and see what's going on. Mohamed Salah has space to work with. And he forces the keeper into a save. Corner to Liverpool, and it's cleared. Forest 1, Palace 0. Deep into stoppage time in Nottingham now. Wilfried Zaha, then Will Hughes is blocked off on the left. Ryan Yates then wins a free kick near the corner flag, and there's a huge roar. So full time at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's Tottenham 4, Leeds United 3. So Tottenham hold on and get the 3 points. So Tottenham come out of top in an absolute thriller of a game by the sounds of it. 2 minutes left to go at Bournemouth, and it's still Bournemouth 3, Everton 0. And it says the last 2 minutes of Frank Lampard's Everton career. I think that'd be a bit harsh, to be quite honest. They're not near the relegation zone. They're about halfway, aren't they? I think it'd be a bit harsh to show him the door if he was to get sacked now. Jesus, what's the matter with these people? Right, okay. Yeah, where are Everton? Let's see. Oh, the one above the relegation zone. Oh, I got that wrong. Sorry, guys. I thought they were a lot higher than that. Yeah, maybe it is then. Maybe it will be his last game. if they lose that one. Liverpool won by 3-1. It's finished at Anfield. Charles Darwin Núñez grabs himself a brace. Liverpool win the game by 3-1. Tottenham have beaten Leeds by 4-3. And earlier today, Man City lost at home by 2-1 to Brentford. AFC Bournemouth are 3-0 up against Everton. 1 minute of normal time left to play there. And it's finished at the City Ground in Nottingham. And it's ended Nottingham Forest 1, Crystal Palace 0. And 4 minutes of added on time at the Olympic Stadium. And it's West Ham United 0, Leicester City 2. And they're in the 4th minute of added on time there. They're in added time now at Bournemouth as well. So we're finishing soon. And let's see. Let's go back and see at the last few minutes of the afternoon's matches. Let's see what it says. Right, okay. Leicester's remarkable resurgence continues, thanks to goals from James Maddison and Harvey Barnes, and an excellent defensive performance. The boos are audible as West Ham slide closer to the relegation equation. We'll let you know the latest on Maddison's injury when we hear from Brendan Rodgers. So it sounds like James Maddison got injured this afternoon. That's not good news for England, I guess. Forest 1, Palace 0. Forest dealt with the free kick, and that's it. They have 3 big points at the City Ground. It takes them to win a point of Everton on the edge of the relegation zone. So yeah, here you go. It's we're still waiting for the Bournemouth game to finish, but so far today, Manchester City lost at home by 2-1 to Brentford. Ivan Toney gave Brentford the lead in the 16th minute, and then Phil Foden equalised in the 1st minute of added on time at the end of the first half, and then Ivan Toney put Brentford 2-1 up in the 8th minute of added on time at the end of the game. So it ended there. Manchester City won. The game at Bournemouth has ended, and it's ended 3-0 for Bournemouth, and their goals came from Tavernier in the 18th minute, Moore in the 25th minute, and Anthony in the 69th minute. So comfortable victory there for Bournemouth, and that plunges Everton deep into the relegation situation. And BBC Sport was questioning whether that was going to be Frank Lampard's last game charge. Who knows? Liverpool run out comfortable 3-1 winners against Southampton, thanks to goals from Firmino in the 6th minute. And then Charles Darwin Núñez grabbed himself a brace in the 21st and 42nd minute of the first half. And Shay Adams grabbed Southampton's goal in the 9th minute as Liverpool ran out comfortable 3-1 winners. And can I just say again, that kit is shocking. Look at it. Absolutely horrendous. That Southampton kit. What the hell is that all about? Notts Forest 1, Crystal Palace 0. Gibbs White with the only goal for Nottingham Forest in the 54th minute. A massive win for Forest in their quest for survival. I'm sure Patrick Vieira will be absolutely seething about that. And at Hotspur Stadium, it finished Tottenham Hotspur 4, Leeds United 3. Goals for Tottenham came from Harry Kane in the 25th minute, Davis in the 51st minute, and 2 from Bentancur in the 81st and 83rd minute. And then Leeds, Jimmy Somerville scored in the 10th minute, and then a brace from Rodrigo in the 43rd and the 76th minute. And Adams got sent off in the 87th minute after a second bookable offence. That gave Tottenham a 4-3 win and a much-needed victory for them. Then, last but not least, West Ham lost by 2-0 against Leicester City, who are in the midst of a revival. Goals there from James Maddison and Harvey Barnes. Maddison scored in the 8th minute, Barnes in the 78th minute, gave them a 2-0 victory, and their resurgence continues. But apparently there was a lot of booing at the end of the game there at the Olympic Stadium. So who knows what's going to happen there. So let's have a quick look at the table. And here we go. Here's the table. Arsenal are still top, 2 points clear of Manchester City with a game in hand, which is later this evening at 7:15. If Arsenal win that game, Arsenal will move 5 points clear at the top of the table and will be top of the table for Christmas. Manchester City on 32 points. Tottenham are in third with 29, having played 15 games. Newcastle are in fourth on 27 points. Manchester United are fifth on 23. Liverpool are up to sixth on 22 points. Be careful of that team. Do not underestimate them. I'm telling you now, they are a danger. Brighton are 7th on 21. Chelsea are 8th on 21. And then we go down to the bottom 5. West Ham are 16th from 14, having played 15. Everton are 17th, having played 15 and got 14 points. Notts Forest still in the bottom 3. They have played 15 and have got 13 points. Southampton are 19th with 12 points, and Wolves are 20th with 10 points. So there you go, folks. That wraps it all up. Let's see what these final chats are. Craig AFC 87 says, Ron, congratulations on reaching 300 subscribers, mate. Well, thanks to you guys. You're the ones that deserve all the thanks, and I'm really grateful. I really am. I can't tell you. But thanks ever so much for that. I'm really, really delighted. And I might do something tomorrow to celebrate. So let's see. Keep your notifications on, because I might do a stream tomorrow to celebrate. We'll see. And Joanne says, I'm back from having my jab. Well, I hope it went well, jab. Hope it went well, Joe. Take it easy, rest up, and good luck. I hope you don't have any nasty side effects. My missus just got me some Voltaren cream for my back. Good. That's good stuff. I hope that you feel better soon, mate. And just relax and rest your back. Don't do anything too strenuous. And if it doesn't get any better, go and get it checked out, man, because you don't want to mess around with your back. Seriously, man. Anyway, guys, thanks ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget, just go and subscribe to this guy's YouTube channel. Carl Walsh Gunner, absolute legend of a fella, and really passionate Arsenal fan, and he knows his stuff. He really does. He's a lovely fella, an absolute top man, and a legend, absolute bloody legend, and I love him to bits. He's a top man. So yeah, please go and subscribe to him and show him some support. He'll be streaming more regularly soon enough. He tells me. So let's hope that happens soon, because I miss his streams. I really do. Joanne said, I've already had a side effect to the chip shop. Oh, dear, no, God. Well, I hope they're not too severe, Joanne. And Craig says, Del Boy is going live now. Is he? Oh, fair play to the fella. Anyway, mate, speak to you soon, everyone. Thanks very much for watching. And everyone who's still in this chat, go over to Del Boy's channel and tell him that Warren sent you, and that Warren thinks you're the dog's bollocks. Yeah, tell him that and see what he says. Anyway, guys, I hope you're and great rest of your day, whatever you're doing. Please remember to take care, everyone. Look after yourselves, after all your friends and your loved ones, and please show some love and kindness around the world, and take care and have a great rest of your day. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for the 300 subs. I really do appreciate it, and I'm really humbled. Take care. Bye for now. Cheers, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.